of the Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Commodores ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Tennessee's offense will start this game off with the football. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Just feeds the running back and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't. The football, it's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Commodores' offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On the option. The pitch. There's a crease. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. The very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort.
Snags it, and there's running room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catch.
Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Running inside, it's Alexander. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Using his legs, it's Bishop. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Vols lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He might want another play. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it's third and short, and the offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing fourth down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
That's reeled in. It's Davis. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They go back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Bishop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Right down the middle. The short hands. It's Matthews. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for...
Snags it, and he's open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Bishop. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Vols in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Vols! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. his man on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it. It's Alexander. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. At midfield, he's got room. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Give him 88 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000. Season. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. After the run, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter in the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carter. Pocket breaking down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. The Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. He's looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Doors. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To throw, it's Carter. Gets it to him on the screen. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Third down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
That's caught. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Dropping back, it's Carter. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Caught, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Vaughn. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And he coughs it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Tennessee's head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Touchdown, Tennessee! They take the lead here in the second half. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Motion from the wideout. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Caught behind the line. It's Adams. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Bishop. He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Got room at the 35. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. His 17th touchdown of the season and third of this game.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. A first down for the offense. Off the play fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. That's caught. It's Cotter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Connor. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Alexander. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this.
Turning it on! Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Might as well give it to him again. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the move, it's Bishop. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got a man, it's Matthews. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Fires quickly. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Vandy. The Commodores strike back.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
On the ground, it's Gordon. Picks up the 1st down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. They'll give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, so you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking downfield, it's Carter. The screen, he's got wheels. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Commodores moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got them head deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
On the run, fires downfield. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carter. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is
into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.